Emily and welcome to Glisten's Culinary Delights. I have a very special video for you today and it's going to be a little different because I'm actually not going to be cooking in this video. So today we are going to talk a little bit about French food, and I love French food. It's so delicious, and we actually just got back from a trip from France. And so today I'm going to go over the things that are must-buys in France to bring home and take and have in your kitchen. So stay tuned and we'll get to it. Okay, so number one thing that I have on my list of things of food that you need to buy in France and bring home is Dijon mustard. Now, a lot of you don't know that Dijon is actually in France, and that's where the mustard originated. And so we kind of on the spur of the moment decided we were going to a mustard factory and we were going to do a tour. And let me tell you, the mustard is amazing. Now, at the factory, they had like a little shop, and you can go and you can buy little gifts like this to bring home to your friends and family, or you could just buy all this mustard that I've got just for our personal use at home. They also have oil made out of mustard flowers, which is really great for cooking. And then they have this, which is honey made out of mustards. Mustard flowers, sorry. So all of this stuff, we tried all of it like in a tasting, and it was so good, and there's so many uses for it. So that is one of the things that was on my top list of things to buy, just because it originated in France and it is delicious. Now, one thing I did want to cover is this one right here. This one's called a Burgundy, and it is from Dijon, obviously, and it has very specific ingredients, and it's made in this region of France. Now, if it was made outside of that region, or if the ingredients were changed just slightly, then it wouldn't be the same recipe, and it would not be able to have the grade of this Dijon mustard. Now, you're thinking, what am I going to do with all this Dijon mustard, right? There's so many things you can do, and like I said, I'm not cooking in this video, but I'm going to show you some pictures of things that I've made myself personally with mustard. Now, one thing I like to do with the Dijon mustard is I make some deviled eggs with them. It gives it a different flavors than the regular American yellow mustard, and it's delicious. I've also made chicken with like a Dijon sauce. In these little packets, there's all kinds of different flavors. You've got like basil and tarragon and just a regular Dijon. They even have gingerbread flavor in here. So all kinds of different flavors, like a berry flavor, blackberry currant, all kinds of different flavors that you can use on sandwiches. You can use as dips. Anything you really want. They're delicious and they're a must buy. Now, you can buy them on Amazon, but they're so much more expensive. I think I looked this morning and they were on Amazon, and you can get like 2 of these, which I think these were like €4 a piece, and they were like $20 for just 2. So you can buy them, but if you are going to France and you're going to be there, I suggest this is one of the items you buy. So let's get to our next item. Okay, item number 2. And this one was really fun to see because we come from Arizona. There's not very much green here. There's not very much like plants and plant life and that kind of stuff. So it was really nice to see in our road trip through France a town called Valensole. In Valensole, they have lots of lavender, and I'll put up a picture here of all the lavender fields that we saw. But they have a shop there and they sell lavender. So I made sure to get this, and it's culinary lavender that you can use to put in different desserts. I've made cupcakes with this. You can make ice cream with it, all kinds of stuff. It's really delicious. It's good and unsweet things with berries and things like that. Then I also made sure to get some honey, just like the mustard honey, but this is lavender honey. And let me tell you, it is so good. Like we had a taste of it earlier today, and it was amazing. So that's a must on the list. And then the last thing, in Valensole, they have all these jams and things that you can buy there that are super delicious. And this one really intrigued me because it's not something that we use a lot here in Arizona. I don't know where you're from if you use it, but Growing up, the only time I ever like had figs was like in a fig Newton, and that's not the same thing. So this is actually fig jam, and it's really nice because you can use it on a lot of things. You can make like elevated grilled cheese sandwiches, put the fig jam in there with some amazing cheese. You can use like make little brie bites with brie and some of the jam. There's so many things that you can make with these items, and so like I said, I will be putting pictures of some of the things I make on this video so you can see and get some ideas of things. And if you are going to be in France, this is another item number 2 that you should make sure that you go to and make sure that you get stocked up on some of these items. Alright, so item number 3 on my list of things that I wanted to go to, and this is like really amazing because I really wanted to go to a store in Paris that sold different kitchen utensils, just because I cook so much and I love them. And so I did lots of research and found this amazing store in Paris that sold just kitchen utensils, kitchen cookery, copper pots, like all kinds of stuff that are like originated in France. And one of the things on my list, and something that I researched a ton, was these salt and pepper mills. Now, you might just think it's just like a regular salt and pepper mill, right? Well, this is actually made from the company that actually is a car company. It's called Peugeot, and they make cars in France, but they actually didn't start with making cars. They started with making salt and pepper mills. And these salt and pepper mills are the best rated. They've got a lifetime warranty, and they're the sturdiest salt and pepper mills that you can ever buy. Now, again, like I said with the mustard, you can buy these on Amazon, but they're a lot pricier than they were in France. I'm looking at this tag. These were 49 euros a piece, so 49 each. And they're gonna last me forever. So if you are going to France and you love to cook, go to a cooking store, because there's so many other things, and I just didn't have enough room in my suitcase because I could have bought that whole store, but this was like on my must-have list. So definitely invest in some of these salt and pepper mills. Okay. Number 4 on my list is obviously sweets. So France is known for its different types of sweets, and this is no exception. So there is a town on the coast of France called Brittany, and they make amazing salted caramels. And these are like the best caramels I've ever had in my life. Can't even like tell you. And like, it's not like the other items where you can go on Amazon. I checked Amazon, they don't got them. So it's something that you have to get there in France. It's made in France. It's made from all French materials, French butter, French everything, salted butter, and it is delicious. So if you are into sweets like me, definitely stock up on some of these because they are completely worth it. Alright, so next thing on my list, and this is kind of a given. We already talked about the caramels, and there's another sweet that is to die for in France, and it is chocolate. Now this is a brand called Valrhona, and they do sell some Valrhona chocolate like at Sur La Table and different places like that. It's kind of a high-end chocolate place, and these are amazing. This is like almond, orange, and crunchy pearls chocolates. And let me tell you, chocolate in France is so different from America. I'll put a picture. We actually went to a chocolate shop, a chocolatier, and got some amazing chocolate while we were in France. But if you're at a grocery store in France and you want to stock up, bring home some good quality chocolate, you will not be sorry. Okay, so number 6 on my list is seasonings. Now, I use so many seasonings. If I showed you my spice cupboard, you would be a little frightened because it is stocked full. So I really didn't need any more seasonings, but this had some seasonings in this seasoning packet that I don't have and I haven't seen in America, and so I was really excited about them. So this one has like one that I really was interested in. It's herbs de Provence. We had some chicken that was seasoned with this when we were in France. It was so good. And then this is just some different types of salt. We've got like pink Himalayan salt. There's like a black salt here, and then a actual blue salt. So different types of salts that I can use in my salt mill that I bought in France, and it is amazing. So that is like a must if you're going to go to France. You just get some great seasonings that you might not be able to find here in America. Alright, so next thing on my list is textiles. So this is great because you can use it to decorate your dishes. You want to like set it out on the table, you're having people over. This beautiful, I don't even know what you would call it, just some textile that I found that was amazing. And we actually went to this place called Mont Saint Michel, and we went to the Abbey, and I actually got this at the Abbey, which is really nice. It's actually from there and made there. So super beautiful, super good for like decorating your food dishes, or if you're gonna have people over, you can just lay this out and put some stuff on top of it and have it decorated and make a nice little party dish, entree thing, whatever. Textiles are really great in France. One of the places that we went to, called Lyon, is really known for its silks, and so if you are interested in textiles, that is a great place to buy them. So if you're going to France, definitely look into a good place to buy some good textiles. Alright, so last thing that I definitely had on my list, and I made sure to get, that I was able to bring home with me. There was tons of things on my list that I ate while I was there and I did not bring home. But last thing that I wanted to bring home was French cookbooks. And so I actually went to a bookstore that was specifically for cookbooks in France, and I was actually in Paris, and it is amazing. They had so many to choose from, and I spent like way too long looking at them. So the ones that I actually chose was this one, which is a patisserie book, and this has 180 different recipes of things that you would get at a patisserie, like pastry cream, choux puffs, vanilla chocolate charlottes, meringue cakes, tarts, all kinds of stuff. So beautiful dishes that you would find at a patisserie. I have recipes for here. So it was a really interesting book, and I really wanted to get it. The next one I have is this book about French bistros. Now, French bistros in France are amazing. There's so many all around your hotels, everywhere you go, you pass by French bistros. They're really just kind of a nice, homey feel places where you can go to get actual French dishes, from French dishes to like American dishes, and they're pretty inexpensive. And so this actually French bistro book is about a French bistro called Paul Bert, which is like one of the most famous bistros in Paris. And so they've actually got a lot of their recipes that they use at their restaurants in this book. So I was really excited because I really wanted to go to this restaurant and we didn't have time, but I have the recipes here so I can actually make them at home. And so a lot of them are like French recipes with things like beef tongue or sweetbreads, like different things like that that you probably wouldn't be super interested in eating here in America, but I just wanted to try them because I am super adventurous when it comes to food. So I made sure to get that as well. So if you are going to Paris specifically, there is a shop that you can go to. There's lots of other bookstores that you can go to too that have American cookbooks that you can use to make French dishes. Alright, so that's all the things I bought to bring home. Now, like I said before, I did have a lot of things on my list that I was able to check off of things that I wanted to try while I was there. Things that are must try are like the pain au chocolat, or some croissants, macarons, all kinds of macaroons, cookies, all kinds of different things at the patisseries that you'd want to try, and I'll just put some pictures in here of different things that I was able to try, must-have things when you go to France. But those are just the things that I wanted to bring home so I can make dishes for you guys in my videos. So if you saw something that I just showed you during this video that you want to see me use in a recipe, comment below. Also, if you haven't liked or subscribed to my videos yet, definitely do that because I have lots of videos and I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going. So we've got lots of videos to come and lots of good things that I'm going to make, not only with the things that I bought in France, but with other things here in America too. So any ideas that you have or any things that you want to see me make, definitely comment below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.